What's good, everyone? Today I just want to make a quick video on 3 common mistakes a lot of people make when it comes to colour grading. I myself used to make these mistakes because they are quite overlooked, and I feel like once I broke through the barrier of these, it took my colour grading to the next level. So hopefully I can help someone out with these. Let's get DaVinci open and get right in. Mistake number 1 is not using colour managed workflows. The old way of doing things used to be using a LUT to go from your log image to Rec 709, or even manually doing it yourself. I don't know which crazy person did that, but now if you're not sure what colour managed workflows are, there is tons of videos out there on YouTube going into detail on the best practices for this. I will link them in the description, what I like, what I learned from. Just a way to get from your log image that comes out of camera, your S-Log, your Blackmagic Film, your Arri Log C, and transfer that into a Rec 709 image. Basically, the old way of doing things used to be use a lookup table or a LUT, and you apply that to your footage and then end up with Rec 709. But now we have colour managed workflows, we have manufacturers, DaVinci, working together to create default values for them log images, what gets us in a much better place. It stops any weird artifacting. This is something that's really easy to activate. Just go to your project settings or press the gear icon in the bottom right hand corner. You come up to colour management, and then you'll see a tab that says colour science. Mine is currently turned off, saying DaVinci YRGB. If you drop that down, you have DaVinci / Blackmagic's own colour management, or you have ACES CCT. I personally like Blackmagic's own. So just click that will automatically try and detect your footage and apply, basically get into Rec 709 state. Like I said, there's plenty of videos teaching you how to do that. Mistake number 2 is, let's jump over into the colour tab to show you this one. It is only doing 1 pass for a colour grade. I understand time is money. You should do a minimum of 2 to 3 passes per grade. You just need to come to terms and accept that you are not going to nail the grade in 1 pass through. There's going to be mistakes, it's going to be inconsistent, your eyes are constantly changing and adapting. You should take a coffee break or go out, get some lunch, and then come back, revisit the grade. It'll be much easier for your eyes to reset and spot mistakes. My personal workflow for this is, if you come up into my node tree, you'll see I have exposure and ratio. That's my first pass. I will do brightness, contrast, consistent as I possibly can, not spending too much time, just getting it through. And then I will take a coffee break, come back, revisit colour cast. Using the offset temperature slider, I will just adjust until I see a neutral, create some colour contrast in there. I'll then do a third pass, power windows, some curves adjustments, and really just looking for them inconsistencies in the grade to make the grade as consistent as possible. Mistake number 3. Mistake number 3, applying your creative look at the end of the colour grade. Now this might feel a bit unnatural, but if you're putting all the hard work into balance exposure and ratio and colour cast, and you've got a nice full scene or project, it all feels the same, and then you apply a LUT. Now it's going to undo all your hard work and you're going to have an inconsistent grade. Client's not going to be happy. My personal workflow for this is create a group called Dummy Timeline. And after I've colour managed my workflow, the first node I do is called Look. I will do it myself or use one of the LUTs I have. I've added some film grain and some elation. I then go back to clip settings and I will then start the exposure and contrast and colour balance. So all the hard work I'm applying is done on top of my creative look. So I'm not undoing any of that hard work and my grade stays consistent as possible. But if you make tiny adjustments to avoid the mistakes, you really will take your colour grade to the next level. Happier clients, happier life. I'm new to this YouTube stuff, so if you've got any more ideas for me, anything more I can go into detail on to make a video about, please leave a comment, let me know, and I'll jump on that. Like, subscribe. Peace.